Good evening. You can keep your screens on if you wish or not, really not bothered. You can mute yourselves, though, please. We'll give it another minute if anyone else is joining us, and we'll welcome you in. You don't need anything but a place for me anyway to sit down. They don't need anything else tonight. They don't need any guitars or anything.
No guitars. I'm not going to make you sing Kumbaya. We organized this one a little last minute, guys, so we might get a few more people next week. But this week we just wanted to get it out there and see if anyone would be interested in this kind of thing.
So what we're welcoming you to is Wisdom Wednesday. It's not new for me. As did you join us previously for any Wisdom Wednesdays? Did you get along?
Once or twice, but not on the regular, you guys. But it's
I was asking, but we've done a few things together anyway, haven't we, over the period of time? So it's an opportunity just to do, I'm going to use the word, a bit of mindfulness today, a bit of mindfulness. So I'll start things off. There's going to be no formal bowing or anything like that. We're not actually training, but let's just take a minute to find a little bit of comfy space. Now, I'm just sitting on a hard floor in a conservatory, and I can make myself comfy here, but you might want to sit on a chair, on a cushion, on your bed, and then whatever you've been doing, put it down. So if you're on a phone, or you've been, obviously, you've got the laptop or phone or that in front of us, but whatever you're doing, just put it down for a moment. The purpose of this, evening Kat, evening Ray, nice to join us. We're just introducing everyone, basically just telling everyone what Wisdom Wednesday used to be, and reinventing it. What the purpose of the exercise I'm going to give today is to find a bit of stillness. So we are all really busy beings. We're up and on it and everything else, and we're constantly moving around, and I believe it's important to find stillness, to just collect your thoughts, collect yourself. And I'm pretty sure the majority of us, good or bad, that could be a different discussion, when we have an opportunity to be still, to stop, we get out a device, we go on a phone. Yeah, not if that's usually what happens. So you're waiting for the bus, or you just got 5 minutes. Yeah, usually you go to that phone. Now, if you ask a kid to sit still, so take a usual kid, well, let's pick one out here, a 6-year-old to sit still, it's not really going to happen, is it? Okay, so you usually give them a device and then they sit still. So I don't want to go to a device today, and I want us to find some stillness in our mind. So what I'm going to give you is breath, and I want you to think of that as what we're using as the thing to still ourselves. So rather than just saying, okay, sit, be still, I want us to focus on our breathing and our breath. So it's important that you're comfortable right now before we begin this, so that you're not agitated, you want to get up and move around. So just get yourself comfortable. If that means you want to lay down now, then lay down. All you need to do is hear us, and start to just focus on your breathing. If at any time I go silent, I've not left you. I'm just concentrating. I'll be honest, I'm doing this Wisdom Wednesday as much from me as anyone else. I've spoken to a few people this last week, and this whole pandemic has affected us all in one way or another. And for a better word, I think we all at some point, whether it was or it's going to be or now, have lost our shit. And I think just a bit of time for yourself. Mindfulness is an important tool right now. So just focus on your breathing. And if it permits you, allow the breath to come in through your nose and out through your mouth. You can make sound while you're doing it, in through your nose, out through your mouth. If you can't breathe in through your nose, if you've got a blocked nose, just in through your mouth, out through your mouth. And if it helps, close your eyes. If it helps, lay back. Think about much more than just your breath. In through your nose and out through your breath. Now, we're living in a time where we're missing a lot of things. We're missing interaction with family, friends, we're missing our activities, our sports, we're even missing getting our hair cut. We're missing everything. However, there's one essential thing we cannot go any time. We could count it actually, very, very little time without. You can go a fair few days without water, food, shelter, all those kind of things, but you can't go very long without air, without breath. So let's just bring that to our focus right now, how important this breath is. Obviously, right now, the importance of health is why we're all in the lockdown and everything. So, we must stay well and healthy, by which means we have to at the moment. But at times you might be, oh, I need money, I need this, I need that, I need all of those other things you can survive without. Yes, it changes circumstances maybe and everything else, but the one thing you can't is breath. So deep breathing in through your nose now, and out through your mouth. And now I want you to take even more focus to the breath. And I want you to breathe in for a count of 3. So 1, 2, 3, and breathe out. 3, 2, 1. Let's time our breathing with that now. So counting up, we're breathing in. 1, 2, fill in the lungs. 3, and breathing out. 3, 2, 1. I'm just going to give you a moment in your own time. And so I can practice that. Now add another 3 seconds in the middle. So we're breathing in. 1, 2, 3. Now hold your breath. 1, 2, 3. Now breathe out. 3, 2, 1. That cycle again. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3. Hold your breath. 1, 2, 3. And breathing out. 3, 2, 1. Let's take a few moments to practice that now in our own time. Now change the count to 5. So do it with me. Just clear your lungs and breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to breathe out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't gasp the breath. Let's concentrate on the timing of it. So really slowly. 1, 2, 3, and hold. 1, 3, 4, 5. My bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here slowly out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So in your own time now, slightly longer breath. Keep breathing that cycle. Keep breathing that cycle. You may or may not have felt a change in the stillness around you, or a change in the stillness within you. You may feel more comfortable, more at ease. You may have more chatter in your mind. You might feel your back aching. You might feel things that you've not properly tuned into. Whatever's coming to you, whatever thought, whatever feeling, don't need to necessarily analyze it. Just be mindful of it. Just keep breathing, and if you're enjoying it, take a moment to enjoy it. For me personally, a breath of 5, maybe in that kind of time, half filling my lungs. So let's drop the middle count and let's go for a 10 breath in. Let's really, really open up our chest all the way through the diaphragm to our lower abdomen and take a real deep breath in. So clear your breath, and then slowly though to the count of 10. 1, 2, 3, all the time breathing in. 4, 5, open up your chest, actually move. 6, 7, try and fit a bit more in. 8, 9, 10, and control the urge out now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's cycle the breath in again. 1, 2. If the lungs fill, 3. Then just hold it. 4, 5. Try and fill them even more though. 6, 7. Feel some space in your tummy. 8, 9. Feel like you're, inflated fully now. 10. And breathe out slowly. 10, 9, 8. And if everything's out, just hold it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And so I can practice this myself. I'm going to leave you just for another minute on that breath. So we've done a 15-minute exercise there where we've really just been mindful of our breath. Maybe you found a little bit more out about yourself then. Give us some thumbs up or an emoji or something in the chat if you like that, enjoyed that or not. Cool. So we didn't plan, did we, Az? We're not ones to plan. So I have no idea what Az is bringing to today. So I'm looking forward to it.
Hey guys, so what I want to talk with you about today is gratitude. So the way I'm going to do it with you is you guys can either do it, as in you can grab a piece of paper, or you can use your phone, or you can just think about it in your mind. Alternatively, just close your eyes, do JC's breathing and meditation exercises whilst listening to me, and then hopefully you can take this stuff away and work on it. So when I say gratitude, we all know the idea of being grateful, but I've actually found that through lockdown and through all this COVID stuff, that daily active participation in gratitude has been the thing that's kind of held me together and kept me through. And I think sometimes if someone just says to you, well, just be grateful for what you have, that can be a bit difficult to get in the scope of things. Like at the minute, my business isn't doing great. My family's struggling. My wife's struggling with things. So it's difficult when someone says, but just be grateful for what you have, to know what that is. So an active practice of gratitude can be a real great way of just reminding you of what you have in life. So I'm going to help you by giving you some things to work on, and I'll give you a few minutes to either write it down, think about it, meditate on it, or just take it in. So if you've got a bit of paper, you can write down number one. And if you're meditating, just close your eyes and clear your mind to think about this. Number one is going to be family. So I want you to think about your nearest and dearest loved ones for a moment. Your partner, your mum and dad, if you have kids, your kids, and just take a moment to be grateful for whatever you have in the form of a family. And if you're coming from a broken family or a very small family, even if that family ends up being a friend, take a moment. We're going to take a few minutes now and just write down who you're grateful for in your family, maybe why you're grateful, what they've done for you recently. And if you're not writing it, just take a moment to think about it. So I'll go quiet for a minute and just let you think about family. And if you are writing it down or you're thinking of anything specific and you finish before the time, then just put someone in your mind, grandparent, mother, daughter, just put them in your mind and just be filled with the emotion, with the happiness that that person brings you. And again, just your gratitude for having them as a presence in your life.
As I
Right, guys.
wrote you, puke.
Well, the second one is friendship. Okay, so this is beyond blood. This is your inner circle of friends, people that you hold dear, people who you share with, who you can talk to, people who listen to you, people who help you when you're down and who you help when they're down. So we're going to do exactly the same thing. Take a few minutes to think about friends, and this might be people that you've not seen in nearly a year because of all this stuff. You haven't been able to get into contact. Maybe after this, you're going to go give a phone call to them and get back in touch. But again, just write down a few names, or write down one person, or just picture them in your mind's eye, and just show a little gratitude to that friend, to that person. Just a few more seconds on that one. Just remembering that friends is the family we get to choose for ourselves. So family is very important, but friends, that's the family we get to choose. So take another moment and then we'll go on to number 3. All right, number three. Number three is health. So the title of number three is health. Now, obviously, start with yourself. Be grateful for whatever health you have. So you might be missing a leg. You might have a terminal illness. But if right now you can sit here and breathe, and your heart is beating, and you're able to hear my voice, you can be grateful for your health. If you're lucky to not have any real issues right now, then be grateful for that. And then extend it. Be grateful for your family's health, your partner, your children, your friends. Be grateful that we live in a country where we have free healthcare. NHS isn't perfect, but we have one. Be grateful that we live in a country that's able to cope with a pandemic, that's able to have systems in place, hospitals we can go to. So take a minute, listen to your heart beating, listen to your lungs being able to fill with air, move your body a little bit, and just be grateful for your health. All right, guys. Number four, this is a real important one right now, I feel, and this one's been helping me a lot, is the bare necessities. So this is the basic things in life, our ability to eat, have drinking water, have a roof over our heads, have clothing, have central heating, hot water. So a beautiful way to do this is take a moment. Today, I worked out in the rain all day, and then I got to come in and have a hot shower and turn the heating on and be warm in my home. So my gratitude today was for the ability to live in a house that has a boiler and be able to take a hot shower whenever I want. So take a moment to think of something really small, something that you wouldn't think of any other time. It might be the fact that we've got light bulbs. It might be the fact that you have a roof over your head, that you've got food in your belly, that after this, you're going to be able to make a cup of tea. Something really small that brings you a little bit of joy every single day. All right, guys. Our last one, number five, is our purpose. Okay. Our personal purpose. Now, this is going to range. We've got people here that are little kids, adults, teenagers. So, your purpose might be that you are currently going through school and getting your education. Your purpose might be to be a good mother to your child or a good father. Your purpose might be to build your business. So you have to take a moment to figure out what your purpose is. Something that's really helpful for this one is thinking of the things that sometimes you say you wish you didn't have to do and changing that to you're lucky that you get to do. So you might say, oh, I have to go to school. No, you're lucky because you get to go to school. Be grateful. I have to get up and feed the kids this morning. No, you're grateful because you get to get up and feed your kids this morning. You get to teach them at home. You get to exercise. So take a moment to think of what your personal purpose is and show some gratitude that you found it and that you're working towards it as best you can. course, guys. So to finish on it, if you're still finishing that one, then do while you're listening. If you've wrote this down, take a minute now to just look at that piece of paper or that note or whatever you've got, and appreciate the fact that if you've been able to write down or think about all 5 of those things, you're a very, very lucky person. You have family, you have friends, you have your health, you have the basic necessities of life, and you even have a purpose. So all of that, when people say you should be grateful for what you have, at least you now know you've at least got these 5 things in one way or another, and let that gratitude push you forward and take you into the next day. Us, guys, that's what I got for you today. So
thank you, Az.
Very
It was
welcome.
a really good exercise. Thank you, especially in these times. Guys, we're going to wrap it up there. We're going to keep these Wisdom Wednesdays to about half an hour. Those of us that have done the Wisdom Wednesday before in the past know that we would have a bit more interaction. So maybe we could explore that potentially next week. I know it doesn't work so well with Zoom or online stuff at times with connections and everything, but maybe we could explore that a little bit more next week and get everyone involved. But whether you're with us now or you're watching this on a device later, keep well, everyone. And Az and I also, if you didn't realize, we have a podcast, Short Convos, and we actually record it on a Wednesday night, so we're going to be doing that next now, aren't we, Az? And we talk, we have a convo about many different things. So if you want something to accompany you in the car, on journeys, or at home while you've got a bit of time on your hands, then how do they find us, Az?
Short Convos Podcast, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your favorite podcast. Just type in Short Convos Podcast and we pop right up.
And otherwise, have a lovely evening, everyone. Nice to see you all. And we'll see you
later, guys.
On the other side.
See you later.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
See you later.
Bye.